So I've always really wanted a Jazzmaster guitar. I just think they look awesome. The body shape is great. The P90s, it's just a really, really awesome guitar. And the resurgence that it's had in the past few years really hit home, and I've wanted one for a while now. My wife was awesome enough for Christmas to buy me a Jazzmaster guitar kit off of TheFretWire.com. I made a video on that last week, and I'll link that in the description if you want to see that. As you can tell from the intro clip, the guitar sounds awesome. However, there are a few problems that need to be worked on. And I'm going to work on a few of those in today's video. But before I do that, please do smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Also hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me in the future. Let's go and get into the video. So I'm really not trying to be overly critical of the TheFretWire whenever I talk about my guitar that I've just built having problems. I really think that's pretty much just the nature of a guitar kit. They're kind of made for the people who want to have the project of fixing a guitar and putting time and effort into it and painting it and just making this whole project. It's not for someone who just wants to play a guitar. However, like I was saying, the guitar does have a few problems, and not to the fault of the TheFretWire. Stuff like the tremolo on my guitar, it does not work very well. It hangs up whenever you try to use the whammy bar, and then like it knocks the guitar pretty much immediately out of tune. The neck has some sharp fret edges. It's not finished at all, but it doesn't feel really pleasant, so I'm gonna work on that. The nut on the top of the neck is too tall, and that's kind of why you heard that big E chord go completely out of tune. The nut is like just way too tall. So on those first two frets, whenever I fret up there, it just the string has to bend so far that it bends out of tune. The pickups themselves actually sound pretty good, which is awesome. I was really surprised that these just, I don't even know what brand they are. They're not branded. I mean, TheFretWire literally says we have unbranded pickups to keep the cost low. But these unbranded P90s actually sound pretty good. However, I'm gonna need to do some insulation, either tape or paint in the pickup cavity, just to keep a little bit of interference away from that, because they are kind of noisy. Finally, like the tuners on the top of the headstock, they're really, really cheap tuners. The way I string my guitars kind of takes care of that a little bit, but they are pretty, I guess, jumpy. They're not smooth tuners. So all these things are things that I want to upgrade on the guitar. However, I really want to do all of this kind of over time. I don't really want to just tackle all of this at one time, because it'll be just as much work as putting the actual guitar together, and I don't want to feel overwhelmed anymore. I was already kind of overwhelmed with the guitar. So in today's video, I want to take a look at the neck, pretty much the neck finish on this guitar, and the nut on top of the neck. I'd like to shorten this nut so the chords don't go out of tune whenever I'm up here. Like, even you just can't play on these first three frets and it stay in tune. So I'm gonna work on that today, and I'm gonna rub some tung oil on the neck. That's something that I heard from Guns and Guitar. He uses tung oil on pretty much all of his guitars. I don't have the necessary tools at the moment to completely do like a whole crown and dress of the frets. I would love to do that, and there's ways to make homemade tools, but those have never really worked out super well for me. Today I'm going to focus on making the back of this neck feel a little better, and I'm going to shorten this nut so it will stay in tune better, and it will play hopefully like butter after this. Let's go ahead and get into that. Okay, so I'm sure you can probably tell by that outro that the guitar is still not perfect. However, I will say confidently that it does play much better now. And now that the nut is shorter, it stays in tune a little better. I also ordered some vintage like cream looking knobs to go with the cream of the P90s. So that looks significantly better. But man, the back of this neck is so smooth now. And I also saw where you can put the tung oil on the actual fretboard, and this feels a lot better. Actually, this part of the neck feels so good. that the rough fret edges, I don't really notice them nearly as much now. I mean, I don't even know if there really are that many rough fret edges. I mean, there's definitely a few, and there's a few high spots. I mean, just this G string still has a little bit of noise with it, but dude, this thing plays so much better. Also, I had some rolling string trees just lying around, so I threw those on there, and that's kind of helped out with the tuning issues that I had at all. The guitar is still not perfect, obviously, and there's still things that need to be upgraded. I'd like to upgrade the pickups in the future. I'm definitely going to get rid of this tremolo system, possibly upgrade this bridge. I've got some new tuners on the way. They're vintage cream. It's gonna look fantastic with the rest of this guitar. But I'm really, honestly, I can say I'm super excited about this guitar project. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you want to see more videos on this guitar in the future or more videos on home studio content, please do hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be making a ton more of those in the future. Smash the like button for the new Jazzmaster guitar that I'm building. I hope you guys have a great day.